Comics of 100 Years Ago, August 14th, 1921. It's Krazy Cat by Harriman. A river full of depth, width, and aquacity separates Ignat's mouse from the object of his quest, and grief lays a heavy hand on his heart. We see the back of Krazy's head on one side of the river, and Ignat's on the other atop a zigzag cliff, looking at him through a telescope. That's him, sure as moons is cheeses. Ignatz looks at a brick and says, "And to think, I can't reach him with this nice, amiable brick. Soffle." Here comes a balloon seller, a dog, saying, "Balloons, fine, fresh balloons, cheap." "Here you are, give me one," Ignatz says. "Thanks," says the balloon dog. "Brains will always find a way," Ignatz says as he ties the balloon to the brick. I've got the transportation, but how can I cut it loose? I hadn't considered that part of it." Along comes a crane. "Ah," Ignatz says. "And just as this balloon flies over that cat, puncture it with your beak. Gravity will do the rest," Ignatz says. "I see your object. My fee will be 35 cents, the crane says. Flap, 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 the crane flies after the balloon. "Go and do your duty well," Ignatz says. The crane pops the balloon with his beak. And now we see Officer Pup take off his hat to the cat, saying, "Ah, Krazy, do I see you well?" "I sure hope you do, Officer Pup, because I'd hate to hear there was anything the matter with your eye." Plop, down comes the brick on the popped balloon, knocking out the cop. And the cop swims across the river with Krazy Cat looking over with an exclamation point above his head. The cop says, "I'll get that mouse, then take care of that crazy crane." "I beg to report, sir, that all is well," the crane says to Ignatz. "Good," Ignatz says, totally ignorant of the cop. The end.